Oh, I see we're having this weird issue where it's not quite broadcasting out on Facebook like it's supposed to. I'm really getting annoyed with that. Give me just a second, guys. I need to post a YouTube link to the show on my Facebook page so that people can watch it there instead. So give me just a moment here. I don't know what Facebook's issue is, but they need to get it resolved. That and many, many other issues that I have with them. Anyway, good to be back, but we'll do a more formal rehashing of all of that once I get through my first song. Okay, let's see. Just making sure it made it all the way through to both my Facebook group and my Facebook profile. Almost back to the show here, guys. Sorry about this. Okay. Thank you for your patience with me while I did that. Zuckerberg, if you happen to be tuning in, which I highly doubt you are, but if you are, figure out what's going on between YouTube and Facebook and StreamYard. Tell me there's an angel in your tree. Did he say he'd come to call on me? Things are getting desperate in our home, living in the parish of the restless folks I know. Everybody It's time we put the flame torch to their key. Burn down the mission if we're gonna stay alive. Watch the black smoke fly to heaven, see the red flame light the sky. Burn down the mission, burn it down and stay alive. It's the only chance of living. Take all you need to live inside. Leaving the woods, the squirrels are out today. My wife cried when they came to take me away, yeah. What more could I do just to keep her warm? It burn, 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 burn down the mission wall. Now everybody bring your family down to the riverside. Look to the east to see where the fat stop high. It's time for This is the second time I screwed that particular line up. Let me see. To the east to see where the fat stop high. The rich man sleeps. Have to look it up. It's time we put the flame torch to their key. Run down the mission, Lord, if we're gonna stay alive. Watch the black smoke fly to heaven, see the red flame light the sky. Burn down the mission, burn it down to stay alive. It's the only chance of living. Take all you need. Live inside. once again, did I happen to say hello? Good to be back. Man, I've missed you guys. I had a very, very nice break from pretty much all aspects of work. I replied to some emails and made sure that the videos that I had made in advance showed up in my blog and all of that, but it was pretty much hands off. I didn't do everything I had expected to do for various reasons I won't go into all of. Went down to Little Rock, Arkansas for a few days. Saw the solar eclipse there. They were in the path of totality. That was a pretty amazing experience. And I learned that Little Rock, Arkansas is absolutely drop-dead gorgeous, surrounded by forests and hills. I've never been to that part of the world before, so that was pretty special. Enjoyed the drive down, drove through Missouri, and got to see a part of the world I haven't really been to before, so that was fun. Spent some time in a little dirt hole, small town here in Nebraska called Wayne that my sister lives in. She's the director of career services at Wayne State College, which is a very nice little state college there. And spent about 5 days hanging at her house, and she and I are pretty tight, and we haven't hung out for a while, so that was nice. Got to see the campus, and she has a beautiful house and a nice view, and so I got some nice solitude. And I actually spent a fair amount of time at home, just kind of chilling, but without working, and that was nice. I'm a guy who needs I need a lot of time for thinking. I'm just kind of I love people and I love to socialize, but I really like my time in solitude. I like to contemplate the meaning of life and other things. So, took a lot of downtime and tried to drink a lot of water and just chill out. So, the good news is, report on my voice. The little bit of injury, I hate using that word because it was kind of like a skinned knee. It wasn't like my vocal cords weren't like injured like a broken arm or something. It was more like, I fell off my bike and I got a bloody knee, and it's going to take a little while for it to heal up. But that part of it is pretty well taken care of. There are some structural issues. I'm still going to be careful about I'm probably not going to be using my falsetto voice here anytime soon. I have vocal exercises that I'll be doing in my own private time that'll help rebuild and strengthen it a little bit and give me more volume and body and all of that kind of stuff. And then the other structural issue I've got to figure out is ever since COVID, I've had a little bit of, I've got a tool that's going to help me loosen up a little bit of the fibrosis that I got in my lungs from that experience, because that's a long-standing issue. It causes me to cough a lot. The coughing is one of the things that causes the little injury on my cords, and also I need to find a way to adapt better to the climate that I live in here in Nebraska, because I just seem to have a more constant sinusitis allergy type thing going on, which again causes a lot of coughing. So there you go. But I accomplished what I wanted to with the vocal rest, and now we just have some other rehab stuff to do around it. So thank you for those of you that have been wanting to report. There you go. Let me say hi to some folks and start looking at some requests here for the day. It's good to be back. A programming note: next week on Wednesday, Kevin Lawrence and I will be doing another edition of our little sort of YouTube. It's kind of like a podcast. We just don't put it on podcast apps. We'd love to, but we're using copyright protected music, and we don't have the licensing to do that on a podcast, but by live streaming on YouTube, that's kind of our way of doing it. So it's called Talkin' Piano, man, where we it's not really a live stream like what I'm doing with requests. We just both come in and have some songs that we want to share, and we talk, we tell some stories about them, and sometimes they're well-known songs, sometimes they're more obscure songs, but it's a chance for us to talk music and tell stories about the songs that we love, why we love them, what it means to us, and just kind of play music that we really, really want to be able to play that might very well never get requested. So kind of a rare gems kind of thing. So that'll be on Wednesday, May 1st at 5:30 on the East Coast, 2:30 on the West Coast of the U.S. You'll have to do the math. And then, of course, on May 9th, we're doing Billy Joel's birthday. That's right, folks. He turned 75, so we're going to have a big birthday bash on May 9th for Billy Joel, the man who started this whole thing. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here doing this. So, okay. Aman says, hey, Steve, can you play Smooth Operator by Sade, or can you play I Just Called to Say I Love You by Stevie Wonder? Good choices both. Thanks, Aman. I'll try to get to at least one of them. Appreciate it. Our good friend Moritz from Graz, Austria is here. Listen to What the Man Said by Wings and or Take It Easy by the Eagles. I think you're allowed to play the latter because it's by Jackson Browne and Glenn Frey. I'll tell you what, Moritz, I'm going to try the Wings one. I think you're correct, but I have been burned so bad every time I try to do an Eagles song that anything that even hints at possibly being under Don Henley's control, I just sort of stay away from. So I love that song. I play that song at gigs, but until Don Henley becomes less of a grouchy old fart about it, I am going to just do a complete moratorium on the Eagles, which of course is what he wants anyway. He's a very bitter old man. So talented. It hurts. I love his music. I absolutely love his music. Okay. Hey, it says Joseph BR. Hello, Steve. Greetings from Barcelona. Well, buenas noches, mi amigo. Says, I am learning with your tutorial song, your song. Thank you very much. Well, de nada. De nada, mi amigo. De nada. Thank you for watching. Sam is here. He says, hey, Steve, can you play I Go to Extremes? Good one. I've got it in the queue. All right. Silviu from Romania says, hey, happy Sunday. Welcome back. Hope you're well. Hope it's been good for your voice. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Silviu. Good to see you. Bill Hasty's here. So glad you're back. How about Big Man on Mulberry Street? What did you do and where'd you go? I think I kind of answered that question. Good to see you, Bill. One of our regulars, one of our longtime regulars. Jake Strapoli is here. He says, hey, welcome back. I missed your shows. Can you play Atlantic City by Bruce Springsteen or I Saw Her Standing There by Paul McCartney? Okay. It's in the queue, Jake. We'll get to at least one of those. I appreciate it. Hey, Thomas. Good to have you with us. Al Smith joining us from Hawaii. Good to have you with us, sir. KJ Amani's here. Hey, Steve, can you play Take On Me by Aha, but not the original version, the acoustic one they did live? I have heard that, actually. I don't know that I'll do a very good job, but I will see what I can do. All right? That one might implode in the middle of it, but I'll give it a try. I do love that song. Simon Strutt's here. Good to see you too, Simon. William Paganucci. Paganucci, I think. Hello from Jersey. All right, good to have you with us. Joyzy. Unicorn Girls here. Ruth Hooker. Hey, hey, one of our favorites. Levi Sullivan's here. How's it going, Steve? Do you know Tears in Heaven by Eric Clapton? Yes, I do. Beautiful song. Aiden Spenson is here. Would love to hear Skyline Pigeon. Great tune. Thanks, Aiden. Good to be back. All right. Jesse by Joshua Kadison. All right. I'll have to see if I can remember how that one goes. I do like that song. Haven't played it in a spell. Jimmy D's joining us from the great state of Michigan. Good to have, and it looks like Jake Strapoli's also from Michigan. All right. We have representation from the American Rust Belt. All right. Fred Music, can you do Mona Lisa's and Mad Hatters? Absolutely, one of my all-time favorite songs. Good to have you with us. Big Ships is here. Hey, Chris, good to have you with us. Can you play You May Be Right? Yeah, we'll probably do that later in the set, so hang around there, Chris. I'm gonna do it when it's safer, when I don't have a bunch of other songs in front of me to sing. Great tune. Okay, Thomas George says, can you play I Can't Help Falling in Love by Elvis? Thank you very much, Thomas. Yeah, I can do that one. Okay. Well, let's get started on some of these requests. All right, here's one that I remember when it was a big phenomenon in like 85, 86. This is for our friend Aman. And fun programming note on this one. My first ever really big concert that I ever saw. It's not like a local, not just something like a local community theater type thing in Ogallala where I was growing up, which was kind of a small town. But my first real concert was in this city that I'm in right now, Lincoln, Nebraska. My aunt was living here and working in the governor's office, because this is the state capital. And she invited us to come see Stevie Wonder. And I was about 8 years old, 8 or 9, something like that. And we piled into the old Chevy van that my dad had and drove five and a half hours at that time, because the speed limit was only 65 on the interstate at the time. And it was in 1986, and we saw Stevie Wonder at the Bob Devaney Center, which is where at the time the Cornhusker basketball team played, and he was there, I believe, for the Nebraska State Fair, which no longer takes place in Lincoln. They've moved it to another city in the state, which is more centrally located. But this song was the number one. It was like, this was right in the heart of when this was like a number one smash crazy hit, and it was his last song before Encores. Then he came back and played Superstition. So very exciting memory for me. No New Year's Day to celebrate, no chocolate-covered candy hearts to give away, no first of spring, no song to sing. In fact, it's just another ordinary day. No April rain, no flowers bloom, no wedding Saturdays within the month of June. But what it is something true, made up of these three words that I must say to you. I just called to say I love you. I just called to say how much I care. I do. I just called to say I love you, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. No summer's high, no warm July, no harvest moon to light one tender August night, no autumn breeze, no falling leaves, not even time for birds to fly to southern skies, no Libra sun, no Halloween, no giving thanks to all the Christmas joy you bring. But what it is, though old, so new, to fill your heart like no three words could ever do. I just called to say I love you. I just called to say how much I care. I do. I just called to say I love you, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. I just called, there we go, to say I love you. I just called to say how much I care. Oh, I do. I just called to say I love you, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Of my heart. Baby of my heart. All right, thanks, Aman. All right, so carrying on. This is one for our friend Moritz in Graz, Austria. This is a maiden voyage on a song, so we'll see how it goes. It's an old Wings track. Okay. Okay. Just reminding myself how it goes and what key I need to be in. Let's see how this goes. This is called Listen What the Man Said. 2, 3. Anytime, any day, you can hear the people say, love is blind. I don't know, but I said love is kind. Do, 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 do. man said. He said, oh, yes, indeed, we know people will find a way to go no matter what the man said. Love is fine for all we know, love will grow. That's what the man said. Won't you listen to what the man said? He said, oh, yes, indeed, we know people will find a way to go no matter what the man said. And all the love's all we know, for all we know, our love will grow. That's what the man said. Won't you listen to what the man said? Hey! Wonder of it all, baby. Wonder of it all, baby. Thanks, Moritz. Okay. Jake, I will be getting to yours in just a little bit here. I want to sing a few more songs. The one I'm going to do, I want my voice to be a little more warmed up before I actually attack it. So be patient with me, and I'll get to that one shortly. All right, Bill Hasty, Big Man on Mulberry Street. I'm going to have to modify the vocal a little bit, but great tune. I think it was featured on the Billy Joel special not too long ago on CBS. I think Sting joined him on stage for this one. All right. It's a fun, this is written about New York City. This came out in '86 on an album called The Bridge. You can also catch live versions of it on Coept, which is the 1987 live album from the tour of the Soviet Union at the time, and also from the New Year's Eve at Madison Square Garden show of '99 heading into 2000, the Millennium Show. Fun, kind of big band thing going on. Here we go. 1, 2. Why can't I lay low? Why can't I say what I mean? And why don't I stay home? Get myself into some boring routine. Why can't I calm down? Why is it always a fight? I can't get on well. Why do I throw myself into the night? I'm on the outside. I don't fit into the groove. Now I ain't a bad guy. So tell me, what am I trying to prove? Why can't I cool out? Why don't I button my lip? Why do I lash out? Why is it I always shoot from the hip? I cruise from Mount to Canal Street, a misfit and a rebel. See the winos talking to themselves, and I can understand. Why is it every time I go out, I always seem to get into some kind of trouble? I guess I made an impression on somebody north, the answer and south of ground. So in my small way, I'm a big man on Mulberry Street, and I don't mean all day, only at night when I'm light on my feet. What else have I got that I'd be trying to hide? Maybe a blind spot I haven't seen from the sensitive side. Whoops. There we are. You know, in my own heart, I'm a big man on Mulberry Street, and I play the whole part. I leave a big tip with every receipt. I'm so romantic, I'm such a passionate man. Sometimes I panic. What if nobody finds out who I am? All right. All right. Thanks, Bill. Loads of fun. All right, let's do a little Eric Clapton here for our friend Levi Sullivan. Better pull the words up to this. I know them, but I know that I will forget them if I start trying to sing it without the lyrics. Those are the moments when my hubris gets the best of me. Whoops, bumped my microphone there. There we go. Would you know my name if I saw you in heaven? Would it be the same if I saw you in heaven? I must be strong, carry on, 'cause I know I don't belong here in heaven. Would you hold my hand if I saw you in heaven? Would you help me stand if I saw you in heaven? I'm on my way through night and day, 'cause I know I just can't stay here in heaven. Time can bring you down, can bend your knees. Time can break your heart, have you begging please, begging please. Beyond the door, there's peace, I'm sure, and I know there'll be no more tears in heaven. Would you know my name if I saw you in heaven? Would you feel the same if I saw you in heaven? I must be strong and carry on, 'cause I know I don't belong here in heaven. Oh, I know I don't belong right. Thanks, Levi, for that request. You guys give me 1 second here. I just want to... Ruth has asked for Jesse by Joshua Kadison. And that's one I actually know that I know how to play, but I can't remember how the melody of the verses go. So give me like 30 seconds here. I just want to refresh myself how that actually sounds, and then I'll be able to play it. So you won't hear this, but I'm just listening here really quick. All right, I'm going to take a crack at this. And if this fails miserably, I just want you all to blame Ruth Hooker. Say, come on, Unicorn Girl, ask for songs he knows better than this one. And I only want you to do that because I know she can take it. No, if it falls apart, blame me. But I like this song a lot, and I just haven't played it in like 2 years, so I kind of had forgotten. So we'll see how this goes. From a phone booth in Vegas, Jesse calls at 5 a.m. Tell me she's tired of all of them. Says, baby, I've been thinking about a trailer by the sea. We could go to Mexico, you, the cat, and me. We'll drink tequila and look at the seashells. Doesn't that sound sweet? Oh, Jesse, you always do this every time I get back on my feet. Jesse, paint your pictures about how it's gonna be. By now I should know better. Dreams are never free. But Jesse, tell me all, tell me all about our little trailer by the sea. Jesse, you can always sell any dream you need. Oh, Jesse, you can always sell any dream to me. Ask me how the cat's been. Say, Moses, he's just fine. He used to think about you all of the time. Finally took your pictures down, down off of the wall. Jesse, how do you always seem to know just when to call? She says, get stuff together, bring Moses and drive real fast, and listen to a promise. I swear to God this time it's gonna last. Jesse, paint your pictures about how it's gonna be. By now I should know better, 'cause your dreams are never free. But tell me all about our little trailer by the sea. Jesse, you can always sell any dream to me. Jesse, always sell any dream to me. I love you in the sunshine, lay you down in the warm white sand. Who knows that maybe this time things will turn out just the way you planned. Jesse, paint your pictures about how it's gonna be. By now I should know better, your dreams are never free. But tell me all about our little trailer by the sea. Jesse, you can always sell any dream to me. Jesse, you can always sell any dream to me. I'm gonna score that one a success because I made it all the way to the end. I need to have a little bit more of a listen to it and do it better, but I do love that song. Thanks, Ruth. Let's do one for our friend Thomas George here. Something by the king of rock and roll, Elvis Presley. Okay. Let me establish a key here. Okay, this is probably pretty good. I don't know what key Elvis did it in, but I'm going to do it in F. Men say only can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin if I can't help falling in love with you? Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life through. I can't help falling in love with you. Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Oh, take my hand, take my whole life too. I can't help falling in love with you. For I can't help falling in love with you. All right, thanks, Thomas. All right, we're going to do one for Fred Music here. Longtime favorite of mine. This came out in 1972. I cannot remember what the name of the recording studio was, but there's a studio in Paris, France, I believe, or somewhere in France, probably not too far from Paris. And it's called Chateau something or other. And because they had done some kind of changed their scheme. This is an Elton John song, and previous to this, he had done like 3 albums in a row that were kind of big productions with studio orchestras and big sounds. And it kind of got back to sort of like honky-tonk, bluesy, boogie kind of stuff. And one of the songs was called Honky Cat. And so they named the album Honky Chateau. They were kind of signaling just a slightly different, just a little bit change of pace. And they had added in, as a permanent member of the group, the guitar player Davy Johnston, who rounded out Elton's little band, which now became his permanent recording band as well as his touring band. And man, were they on fire. It's my favorite band of all time, other than the Beatles, is Elton John's band from 1970 through 1976, with Davy Johnston on guitar, Dean Murray on bass, and Nigel Wilson on drums, and Elton on piano. And occasionally Ray Cooper on percussion. And anyway, they did a lot of interesting stuff. Davy Johnston was actually a folk guitarist, and he does brilliant stuff on electric guitar, but it's like nothing I've ever heard from anybody else, and I think it's because by trade he's actually a banjo and mandolin player and that kind of stuff. And on this beautiful little piece from Honky Chateau, he played a mandolin part. So this is about New York City, and it goes like this. And now I know Spanish Harlem are not just pretty words to say. I thought I knew, but now I know the rose trees never grew in New York City. Till you'd seen this trash can dream come true, standing at the edge where people run you through. Thank the Lord, there's people out there like you. Thank the Lord, people out there like you. Mona Lisas and Mad Hatters, sons of bankers, sons of lawyers, turn around and say good morning to the night. For unless they see the sky, well, they can't, and that is why. No, not if it's dark outside or light. This Broadway's got a lot of songs to sing. If I knew the tune, I might join in. Go my way alone, I'll grow my own seed, Charlie soul in New York City. Subway's no way for a good man to go down. Rich man can't ride, and the hobo he can drown. I thank the Lord for the people I have found. Oh yeah, thank the Lord for the people I have found. While Mona Lisas and Mad Hatters, sons of bankers, sons of lawyers, turn around and say good morning to the night. For unless they see the sky, well, they can't, and that is why. And no, not if it's dark outside or light. And now I know Spanish Harlem are not just pretty words to say. I thought I knew, but now I know that rose trees never grow in New York City. Subway's no way for a good man to go down. Rich man can ride, and the hobo he can drown. I thank the Lord for the people I have found. Oh, thank the Lord for the people I have found. While Mona Lisas and Mad Hatters, sons of bankers, sons of lawyers, turn around and say good morning to the night. For unless they see the sky, well, they can't, and that is why. And no, not if it's dark outside or light. And no, not if it's dark outside or light. All right, thanks, Fred Music. All right, this is for our friend Jake Strapoli in Michigan. I'm going to try a little bit different take on it here on piano. Never really tried to do it this way before, but woo! Got to check and see if I've got woo! Woo! Well, the woos are going to be a little weak because I'm still rehabbing falsetto. I still have a tendency to lose it when I start singing with any power whatsoever in my full voice, but you can imagine it, okay? You guys can all help me when it goes, how could I dance with another? And it's time to go, woo! Like that. Help me out at home. All right. She was just 17, you know. Thanks, Jake. Okay, let's see if we can pull this thing off for KJ and Monty here. Take on Me, the acoustic version. Okay. So this is kind of cool. They turned this into like a ballad. Let me see. Take on me. Just establishing a key signature. Okay. Talking away, I don't know what I'm to say. Say it anyway. Today is another day to find you. Shine away. I'll be coming for your love. Take on me. Take me on. I'll be gone in a day or two. Say odds and ends, but I'll be stumbling away, slowly learning that life is okay. And say after me, it's no better to be safe than sorry. Take on me. Take me on. I'll be gone in a day or two. The things that you say, isn't life but just to play worries, my worries away. Here are all the things I've got to remember, shying away. I'll be coming for you anyway. Take on me. Take me on. I'll be gone in a day. In Okay. Silly song played in a serious way. Very interesting. You guys should look that up. You should look for Aha, is the name of the band. Look up Take On Me acoustic version. They do a better job of it than I just did, and it's pretty fun. Thanks, KJ. All right, let's pick things up here a little bit. Sam M. wants to hear a song from the Stormfront album by Billy Joel, 1989. Top 10 hit, follow-up from We Didn't Start the Fire. Fun tune. Here we go. 1, 2. Sometimes I'm tired, sometimes I'm shocked. Wait a minute, I'm in the wrong verse. Hubris. Pull the lyrics up. Yeah, wrong verse. Here we go. Take 2. Glad I caught myself early. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Call me a joker, call me a fool. Right at this moment, I'm totally cool. As a crystal, sharp as a knife. I feel like I'm in the prime of my life. Sometimes it feels like I'm going too fast. I don't know how long this feeling will last. Maybe it's only tonight. Darling, I don't know why I go to extremes. Too high, too low, there ain't no in betweens. And if I stand or I fall, it's all or nothing at all. Darling, I don't know why I go to extremes. Sometimes I'm tired, sometimes I'm shocked. Sometimes I don't know how much more I've got. Maybe I'm headed over the hill. Maybe I set myself up for the kill. Tell me, how much do you think you can take until the heart in you starting to break? Sometimes it feels like it will. Darling, I don't know why I go to extremes. Too high or too low, there ain't no in betweens. Thank you. That goes out to our friend Sam. Okay, and Aiden would like to hear Elton John's Skyline Pigeon. Hard to find a more beautiful song than this. I want to send this out to my Aunt Connie. 1 year ago today was her celebration of life service. She had become significantly debilitated for about 5 or 6 years before she passed. So, my own belief system, I don't know exactly what it is, but I do believe that there's something inhabiting this shell that goes on. Whatever that is, I'm glad that she's free of the physical limitations. I'd like to think that she's playing 10-point pitch with my grandmother. Calling her out for the occasional cheating. Turn me loose from your hand. Let me fly to distant lands, over green fields, trees and mountains, flowers, forest fountains. All along the lanes of the skyways, for this dark and lonely room projects a shadow cast in gloom, and my eyes are mirrors of the world outside, thinking of a way that the wind can turn the tide. The shadows turn from purple into gray, but just the skyline vision, dreaming of the open, waiting for the day to spread his wings and fly away again. Fly away, skyline vision, fly towards the dreams you left so very far behind. Fly away, skyline vision, fly towards the dreams you left so very far behind. Let me wake up in the morning to the smell of new mown hay, laugh and cry to live and die in the brightness of my day. Wanna hear the pealing bells, distant churches sing. Most of all, please free me from this aching metal ring. Open out this cage toward the sun, just this skyline vision, dreaming of the open, waiting for the day to spread his wings and fly away again. Fly away, skyline vision, fly towards the dreams you left so very far behind. Fly away, so very far behind. Okay. That catches me up to all but one, but I'm going to end the show with Chris's request here. So let me check the comments and see what else people have asked for. Okay. Tyler, good to have you with us. Thank you. It's good to be back. Thanks, Sam. I'm going to maybe do that one another day for you. I don't want to push the envelope too far since this is the first singing I've done in weeks. Great tune, though. Come back and ask for it again, please. Nadia. Buenas noches, mi amiga. Mi chica. Good to have you with us. Nancy Lenz is here. How are you? Right here in Nebraska. Guess that's why they call it the blues. Let me put that in. At this point in time, there's no way I'll get to everybody's request that's left, but I'll put the ones in that I can see and do what I can. Hey, Ken. Thank you for the very kind comments there. I appreciate that. Ken McCarty. Turn the Lights Back On by Billy Joel. Poor Kid Playing Games. Okay, I'll put that in the queue. We'll see if we can get to that one or not. Does anybody really know what time it is by Chicago? All right. Oh, yes. Maxime, I do not know that one properly. Let me just play like a little snippet of this. It's an instrumental by Elton John, and I don't really know it, but I've heard it a little bit. It's kind of like... Those are the two themes that I know from it. I'm going to have to let that be enough for today. Thank you for joining us. He's joining us from Russia, I believe, which I know is difficult. They don't have a lot of lifelines out of there onto social media, but I'm glad that you can still get to YouTube. Thank you, Maxime. I appreciate it very much. Okay, I don't know who the hell you are, but piss off. Get out of here. I'm going to block your ass. What a jackass. Sorry, guys. If I had seen that earlier, I would have kicked him out of here a long time ago. Sorry about that. Okay, let's see here. Guitar Music Man, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Your Song, great tune. Peter Day says, hey there, I love your video teaching Prelude, Angry Young Man, which I eventually ended up doing with a full band cover. Well, awesome. Awesome. Took you 15 days. You probably learned it faster than I did the first time then. Thank you. I'm glad to hear it. Really glad to hear it. Okay. Chris, I don't know if we'll get to that one tonight. That one was fun at the moment, but it's kind of out of date now. Okay. Let's get in here and play some of these requests that came in. See if I can get all of them in before we get. I don't know if I'll be able to get to all of them, but. So we have, I guess that's why they call it the blues, Turn the Lights Back On, does anybody really know what time it is, and Your Song, as well as You May Be Right. So let's start with this one. It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. One of those who can easily hide. Don't have much money, but boy, if I did, I'd buy a big house where we both could live. If I was a sculptor, then again, no, or a man who makes potions in a traveling show. I know it's not much, but it's the best I can do. The gift is my song, and this one's for you. Tell everybody this is a song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, hope you don't mind, hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is with your sat on the roof, kicked off the moss with a few of the verses, but they got me quite cross. The sun has been quite kind while I wrote this song for people like you that keep it turned on. So excuse me for getting these things I do, you see. I've forgotten if the green or the blue. Anyway, the thing is what I really mean. Just one of the sweetest eyes I've ever seen. Tell everybody this is your song. quite simple, but now that it's done, hope you don't mind, hope you don't mind what I put down in words. How wonderful life is with all your words. Hope you don't mind, hope you don't mind what I put down in words. How wonderful life is with your world. All right. Thank you very much, Guitar Music Man, for that request. Let's get some Chicago in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. As I was walking down the street one day, a man came up to me and asked me what the time was that was on my watch. And I said, does anybody really know what time it is? Does anybody really care? 'Cause oh, I can't imagine why. We've all got time enough to cry. As I was walking down the street one day, a pretty lady looked at me, said a diamond watch had caught all day. Said, does anybody really know what time it is? Does anybody really care? If so, I can't imagine why we don't have time enough to cry. As I was walking down the street one day, shoved by people trying to beat the clock. Oh, oh, I just don't know, I don't know, I don't know. I said, yes, I said, does anybody really know what time it is? Does anybody really care? So I can't imagine why we've all got time enough to cry. Everybody's hurrying, and I don't care about time. I don't care. All right, that was for our friend Aquamoo. Here's one for our other friend, Fred Music. Wish it away, don't look at it like it's forever. Between you and me, can honestly say that things can only get better. While I'm away, dust down the demons inside. And it won't be long before you and me roll to the place in our hearts where we hide. Guess that's why they call it the blues. Time on my hands could be time spent with you and laughing like children, living like lovers, rolling like thunder under the covers. I guess that's why they call it the blues. Stare into space, picture my face in your hands. Live for each second without hesitation. Never forget I'm your man. Wait on me, girl. Cry in the night. It helps more than ever. Simply love you more than I love life itself. Guess that's why they call it the blues. Time on my hands could be time spent with you and laughing like children, living like lovers, rolling like thunder under the covers. I guess that's why they call it the blues. Wait on me, girl. Cry in the night if it helps. But more than ever, simply loving you more than I love life itself. I guess that's why they call it the blues. Time on my hands could be time spent with you and laughing like children, living like lovers, rolling like thunder under the covers. I guess that's why they call it the blues. Like children, living like lovers. Guess that's why they call it the blues. Laughing like children, living like lovers. Guess that's why they call it the blues. And I guess that's why they call it the blues. Thanks, Fred. I might do this one next week, but this was requested from that jackass who was trolling the chat, so I'm not going to give him the satisfaction of playing his song. Screw him. Anyway. Thank you very much for being here. I've had a good time tonight. It's been nice to get back to it. As I suspected, my vocal endurance was a little weaker than normal because I haven't been singing for a month. So like I'm feeling a little tired, but all is well. It's been a lot of fun. As usual, you guys delivered with lots of cool songs. Gave me a variety to choose from. I really appreciate that. So we'll end tonight with a butt kicker from 1980 off an album called Glass Houses by Billy Joel. Thanks a lot, guys. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Your party. Saturday I said I'm sorry. Sunday came and trashed me out again. I was only having fun, wasn't hurting anyone, and we all enjoyed the weekend for a change. I was stranded in the combat zone. Walked to Bedford style, even rode my motorcycle in the rain. And you told me not to drive, but I made it home alive. So you say that only proves that I'm insane. You may be right, I may be crazy, but it just may be a lunatic you're looking for. Turn out the lights, don't try to save me. You may be wrong, all I know, you may be right. Well, remember how I found you there, alone in your electric chair. I told you dirty jokes till you smiled. You were lonely, bold man, just to take me as I am. You might enjoy some madness for a while. Now think of all the years you tried to find someone to satisfy you. I might be as crazy as you say. If I'm crazy, then it's true that it's all because of you, and you wouldn't want me any other way. You may be right, I may be crazy, wow, but it just may be lunatic you're looking for. It's too late to fight, it's too late to change me. You may be wrong, but all I know, you may be right. All right. You may be right, I may be crazy, wow, but it just may be lunatic you're looking for. Turn out the lights, don't try to save me. You may be wrong, for all I know, you may be right. You may be wrong, but you may be right. You may be wrong, but you may be right. You may be wrong, but you may, well, you may be right. I may be crazy, may be right. I may be crazy, you may be right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, my friends. It goes out to our friend Chris, Big Ships, out in New York. Thank you very much for the requests. I appreciate you all. Oh, that's a good piece of advice there from Ken McCarty. If you'd all hit the like button, I'd sure appreciate that. I'll be back here next Sunday, like normal. Back on our normal routine here, Sundays. And of course, as I said, Kevin and I will be doing our little podcast, rarities, conversation, and tunes thing on Wednesday of this week, May 1st at 5:30 Eastern Time, 2:30 Pacific Time. Check that out. It'll be right here on my channel. And then in addition to the regular Sundays, on May 9th, we'll be doing a special birthday bash for Billy Joel. His 75th birthday is on May 9th. So look forward to seeing everybody there. Thanks, everybody, for the requests. It's good to be back. And remember, if you're a musician, if you're not having fun when you're making music, you're doing it wrong. And for everybody else, give as much love as you can to everyone that you can as often as you can. None of us knows when this ride comes to an end, so leave it on the field, folks. Don't have any regrets. I love you all, and I'll see you next week. Take care, everybody.